But one of the things we have to be very careful about is how do we make sure that technology doesn't move too far ahead of people or society's ability to comprehend it, let alone create regulations, ethical guidelines, rules for following the technology. This is going to be extremely important. Just the mobile internet technology, according to McKinsey, is expected by 2025 to have a market potential of $1 trillion US. So it's a substantial market for entrepreneurs. But there are also human characteristics, humanity 4.0. What does it mean? What does it mean to be human? If machines and machine learning is going to make a lot of decisions based on massive data that's beyond the comprehension of an average human being, do humans have the opportunity to reverse machine decisions? Typically human characteristics, compassion, dignity, love, ethics, empathy, respect, sympathy, etc., will machines ever understand what they mean? And what any of these characteristics is for you may be slightly different than it is for me, because my background, my journey, my cultural background may be different from yours. So these are culturally defined, locally defined, depending on one's life experiences. So will machines ever understand these traits? We often tend to focus on big technologies. We often forget that the little technologies can be much more useful sometimes. In the early 1960s, the then President of the United States, John Kennedy, made a famous statement. He said, "We'll put man on the moon before the decade is over, and we'll bring him home back safely." And we did. We put Neil Armstrong as the first person to walk on the moon. But somebody pointed out that, remember, we put man on the moon before we put wheels on the suitcase. Wheels on the suitcase is much more useful on Earth, and it benefits hundreds of millions of people. But the patent for wheels on suitcase was filed after we put man on the moon. So innovation comes in many flavors, and we don't know what kind of new innovations will come in the future. So the Industry 4.0 has many issues that we need to focus on. If the rate of job creation lags behind the rate of job destruction through robotics and other technologies, then there is a danger that we'll have growing inequality, which already exists in most parts of the world. With growing inequality, there'll be societal unrest and political changes and social revolutions. You already see some evidence of this in North America, UK, and other places, and so forth. So that's one consequence. What is the definition of an educated person? If you have a university degree from a great institution like NTU, or if you graduate from junior college, what is the minimum body of knowledge that you are expected to know that enables you to continuously change career and profession during a very long life as life expectancy increases? What does it mean to be human? Will we lose some of our very precious human characteristics because of a machine age, decisions made by machines? People have talked about the so-called point of singularity, when the machine intelligence will almost become comparable to human intelligence. People don't agree on when that will happen. It could be 20 years, 30 years. But still, if that happens, what does it really mean to be human? Will humans be able to reverse decisions made by machines in time? Intended benefits will come also with unintended consequences. Humans are very good at optimizing, very clever, very innovative. But they also can abuse and misuse technology, either intentionally or unintentionally. And we know that from history. How do we avoid this? Then there is a very subtle point. Nature is imperfect. Humans are imperfect. With technology today, we have atomic clocks, precision medicine, precise GPS location, precision bombing in electronic wars. So in an imperfect world, if precision and perfection become the focal point, do we lose our ability as humans to wander, to make mistakes, to get lost, and pick up the pieces and learn in the process. There is truth and beauty in imperfection. Will we lose that? We don't want to. So we have to balance the good with the bad. So what does one do? So we have Industry 4.0, we have Humanity 4.0. Last year, I was appointed as the 4th president of NTU. So as NTU Leadership 4.0, earlier this year, we launched something called the NTU Institute of Science and Technology for Humanity. And the reason for this is we want to combine natural sciences and technology and engineering with social sciences, ethics, law, compassion, human characteristics, arts, humanities, languages, which make us human. That doesn't mean technology is bad. Technology can be very, very good. So an institution like Nanyang Technological University can play a pivotal role in not only shaping Industry 4.0, but also Humanity 4.0. And I hope, being an optimist, that at the end of this, many decades from now, we will come out much more positive, where the total outcome will be much greater than the sum of the parts. Thank you.